If you have a sheriff and a head of a police department that said CRT should be banned, what kind of accountability can you expect from a system headed by administrators that lead with that perspective, that your life does not matter, only if you show up to a barbecue or a baseball game? But when a death happens, we don't see any action.
Thanks everybody for coming out. We stand in support of Isaiah's family. We'll do whatever we can to support Justin as he moves this case forward. We need accountability in the community that requires they turn over the warrant. This should have never happened. I don't see the NRA speaking up. I don't see the gun rights group speaking up. I don't see all the Second Amendment folks that are in town speaking up. And Isaiah was in his residence asleep. So what's the difference between a warrant when you're asleep and a no-knock warrant? There isn't one. The judge's name should be released. The intelligence officers that signed the warrant or gave the information for it, all that information needs to be released. And we can't continue to allow this to happen when you have a police department that's headed by a sheriff that said CRT should be banned. So if you have a sheriff and a head of a police department that said CRT should be banned, what kind of accountability can you expect from a system headed by administrators that lead with that perspective, that your life does not matter, only if you show up to a barbecue or a baseball game? But when a death happens, we don't see any action. In fact, they're trying to criminalize the folks that are out here for exercising their First Amendment, right? And don't want to even thoroughly investigate what's happened with respect to a murder. This case will probably end up in a situation like every other black person whose life has been taken. And I say taken, not lost, taken by law enforcement. And what happened? No charges for the officers, a pat on the back, and an internal investigation. Nobody knows what's going on. No comment because it's under internal investigation. The Internal Affairs Department's looking at it, and then you'll hear we're doing a public fact-finding review where they don't even include the family in the process. The family's not even included in the process. And if they try that this time and exclude the family from the process as they've done when they killed Jorge Gomez and every other person, we will sue at that point on our own. But we're stand ready to support Justin and everything he does, and we're here to support the family of Isaiah Williams. Much love to everybody out. Thank you. Thank you.